School of Ballet is the perfect place for a boy to learn to dance and embrace the athleticism of ballet. They learn discipline, focus, and respect for the art form. But that's not all. There is something for any age and any ability. Our very own Dina Manzanares recently dropped in for a visit. Take a look.
One of my favorite art forms is ballet, and I was so excited to come to the On Point School of Ballet today. You just had your grand opening, and this place is beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Where did you start out?
We started out in a studio in our basement, and then we added an addition onto our home and taught there for several years. And now we have just recently opened this location in Jordan Landing with 3 huge, beautiful studios, and we're very excited to be here.
It's very unique here because you have an emphasis on male dancers, boys and men's courses, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. We're seeing some dancers behind us practicing right now. What are we watching?
They are preparing for the Sugar Plum Pas de Deux. She is the Sugar Plum Fairy, and he is the Sugar Plum Cavalier in the ballet The Nutcracker.
A classic, one of my favorites. So beautiful. We're going to see that performance in a little bit. Now, tell me what else is offered here. Something for everybody, really.
Here at On Point School of Ballet, of course, we emphasize ballet, classical ballet from ages 3 through adult. We have our men's program, we have partnering classes, and we also are introducing a ballroom program that will be starting soon. We have to follow the COVID regulations, but we are going to have Friday night date nights here in our grand ballroom where dancers will have the opportunity to have a ballroom dance lesson and then a few hours of just dancing. So it'll be a fantastic date night. We also have exercise classes for adults. In January, just in time for New Year's resolutions, we are going to introduce a dance cardio fitness class, and it will have dance styles through the decades, starting with the 20s all the way through. So it's a very unique dance class.
That sounds like so much fun. I'm definitely going to be signing up and coming back once I deliver my baby. Thank you so much. I'm dying to meet one of the dancers and chat a little bit more.
Yes, thank you.
Daniel, so excited to sit down with you. We've been watching you perform. Absolutely beautiful. When did you start?
I started 5 years ago when I was 22. I came to ballet just to try it out, not thinking anything of it, and I fell in love immediately with the partnering. That's what got me hooked, and then over time, the rest of it hooked me. My first year, I was like, my body can't do that, so I went and hired a personal trainer to help me get strong enough for it, and it's been awesome. I've been studying the heck out of it, learning everything I can from every source possible, and I love it. It's my passion.
That just gave me chills. That's so inspiring. When you think of ballet, you think, oh, people start when they're like 3 years old, but you started later and it's just natural for you.
I wouldn't say natural. It's come from a lot of hard work. I have done a lot of sports, so the athleticism of it was a little easier than had I not, but yeah, it's definitely a lot of hard work. Hardest thing I've ever done. I've done all kinds of sports, and they don't compare to this.
I can only imagine. It's such a feat of strength to behold. Let's talk about boys in ballet. There's a real emphasis for that here, which is something unique and very special to this school. Why would you say it's important to start getting your little guys, I have a 5-year-old, in?
Well, it's a fine art, so it trains the part of your brain that deals with music, which is good for development and just good for intelligence anyway, but also it's an intense sport as well. It is very difficult, and it's a great outlet for high energy boys. The best thing about our ballet program is that we make it so they can have boys only classes. It's hard for a boy to come and be around girls when he's new and feel like, unless he's, at that age where he starts to really like girls, but it's hard when he's new and he's just around girls and he doesn't feel like ballet is a boys thing. When he gets to be with other boys, it feels like a man's sport. It feels like a man's art, and so that's why we have the emphasis on our men's program.
I love it so much. There's nothing cooler than boys in ballet. Well, being in ballet, period. It's so impressive, and I'm so glad that you guys are focusing on that here. Where can people go for more information?
You can go to our website, onpointballet.net. You'll see everything there.
Perfect. I love it. It's so fun here. It's so beautiful. Send your boys, send your girls too. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
So agreed. Thanks, Dina.